Hi, this is Sahil. So, I haven't really posted since my first video, but I'm planning to start posting again, and I hope to post at least a couple of videos every week. So, in this video, actually, I was going to show you how you can implement this entire effect where you can see this icon grid. If I move my mouse, all these icons start following the mouse. So, I have decided to split it into two parts. In the first part, I'm just going to explain the basics of canvas, how you can draw to the canvas, and how you can animate using the mouse coordinates. So this is the demo that I had created to post answer in the forum, and you can see in HTML I'm just using canvas element, and all these icons are being drawn and animated using JavaScript. In settings you can see that I'm just using Twin Max. So I will start by creating new demo. I will clear everything up. This is just my basic template that I use to post every answer in the forums. So I will create canvas element with ID C, and dimensions will be 500 by 500 pixels. So I will try to explain the basics of canvas, but if you really want to learn something, you should get this book. It will explain all the basics of canvas, how you can do the basic animations on your own, and some really crazy cool effects that you can do. I have learned a lot from this book, and I will definitely recommend you to get one. So first of all, we will get our canvas element. And then we will get our context of the canvas. I can't really explain what context is, but it is, for me, it is like some robotic arm that you use to control and draw everything to the canvas. So the context is going to be 2D because we are using 2D animation. So first of all, I will show you how you can draw a line to the canvas. So to draw anything to the canvas, we will have to start by creating a path, and then let's say we want to draw a line from coordinate 0 0 to coordinate 100 100. So first of all, we will have to move our context to coordinate 0 0, and to draw the line we will use the line 2 method to draw a line to 100 100. But as you can see, nothing is being drawn to the canvas. So to draw anything to the canvas, we have to use stroke or fill method. Now you can see a line is being drawn on the canvas, and now we will close our path by using context.closePath method. But as you can see, this is just a static line, and to animate anything, we will have to draw the line to new position on every frame. Usually people do it by using a request animation frame function, but instead I'm going to use twin lights tick event. So this draw function is going to get called on every single frame. You can use request frame animation or the ticker event. It's really up to you. Both functions will get called on every single frame. So now let's draw our icon in the center of the canvas. So first we will draw our horizontal line, and to draw our horizontal line the x coordinate will be 240, comma 250, y coordinate will be in the center, so it will be 250, and then we will draw line 2. This time the x coordinate will be 260 and y coordinate will be in the center, that is 250. Then we will draw our stroke, and as you can see the horizontal line is being drawn in the center, and now we will draw our vertical line. First we will move our context to 250 by 250, 240, and then we will draw our line to 250, 260, and this will draw the horizontal line in the center. Now let's say we want to move this icon according to our coordinates of our mouse. First we will animate it. So to animate anything, it's a lot easier to animate an object, whether you are doing it manually or you are using TwinMax. So first I will define an object icon with coordinates x will be 0 and y coordinate will be 0. Then we will give our icon width will be 10 pixels and height will be 10 pixels. So now we will icon. First of all we will draw the horizontal line. So the x coordinate will be icon.x. Then we will subtract the width, half of the width from the x coordinate. Icon.width, we will do that by icon.width divided by 2, and our y coordinate will be in the center, so it will be icon.y. Then we will draw our line from icon.x plus icon.width by 2, and then y coordinate will be in the center, so we will use icon.y. Then we will draw our, as you can see this has drawn this horizontal line in the top left corner. Then we will draw our vertical line. So this time x coordinate will be in the center, so we will just use icon.x, and then we will move our context to icon.y minus icon.height divided by 2, and then we will draw the line to icon.y plus icon.height by 2, and now you can see this is drawn coordinate 0 0. So now we will use this object to draw to animate our icon. So we will use TwinMax .2 and we will animate our icon. Let's say the duration will be 1 second, and now we will animate x in the center and y in the center of the canvas. And now you can see that everything that is drawn stays on the canvas. So in order to erase everything, we will have to use context.clear rect. We will have to give it the starting coordinates, which will be 0, 0. Then we will pass the width of the canvas, that will be c.width, and then we will pass the height of the canvas, that will be c.height. And now you can see that on every frame our previous drawn lines are getting erased, and we can see our icon is being animated. Now let's say we want to move our icon as per the mouse coordinates. So I will remove this twin and I will add new event listener that will listen to the mouse move. So this mouse move function will be used to track the position of our mouse. So in order to track the position, I will create another object that will be mouse is equals to x coordinate to 0 and y coordinate will be 0, and we will use this object to store the coordinates of the mouse. So the get bounding client rect method gives us the coordinates, the position of our canvas element with respect to the viewport. So we will use it to calculate the position, the coordinates of the mouse. So mouse dot x will be e dot client x minus rect dot left. The client x is the mouse position, mouse coordinate with respect to viewport. So we can calculate the coordinates of mouse inside our canvas by subtracting the uh, canvas position from the mouse position. So now we will assign our mouse coordinates to our icon. Icon dot x will be mouse dot x. Icon dot y will be mouse dot y. And as you can see, if I move my mouse, the icon animates along with our mouse. Now let's say we want to do the animation. So instead of directly applying the value, we will use twin max dot 2 and we will animate our icon. The duration will be, let's say, 0.3 seconds, and x will be mouse dot x and y will be mouse dot y. And now you can see, if I move my mouse, the icon gets animated with this easing effect. But let's say that we moved our mouse and after moving the mouse, this draw function gets called on every single frame, but after the moment we are not moving the mouse, so this twin is getting created on every single frame. So to avoid that, we can keep track of if the mouse has moved, and I will create mouse moved variable equals to false, and every time we move mouse we will set it to true, and we will call this we will create new twin only if our mouse has moved. And I will move it inside our if statement, and on every frame we will set mouse move to false. So now we will limit all the unnecessary creations of these twins, and this will be a lot better for the performance. So now let's say we want to move our mouse in the particular angle where our mouse is. So in order to do that, we will have to calculate the angle between mouse and our icon. So to do that, we will have to change our icon object, and I will add two new properties to it, left and top. Left will be 250 and top will be 250. These left and top properties will give our icon a fixed position, and in this case it is going to be in the center. So now first of all, I will remove this icon.x and icon.y. from our calculations, and I will turn them into zeros. And now you can see that our icon is being drawn in the top left corner even if I'm moving our mouse, because our x and y coordinates are not affecting the position of our icon. So now what we can do is we can transform our context and we can calculate these values to set the position of our icon. So in order to do that, I will transform our context by using context.set transform, and in this method we will have to pass a matrix. We will have to pass scale. First parameter will be for scale, second parameter will be for skew, third parameter will be for skew, fourth parameter will be for scale, and fifth and sixth parameter will be to translate x and translate y. So to translate x, we will have to do icon.left plus icon.x comma icon.top plus icon.y, and now you can see that our context is being transformed to the center of our context. But because we are changing our context, our clear rect is being calculated based on our transform. And as you can see, if I move it to the top, you can see the bottom right corner is being erased. So in order to fix that, we will have to first save our context. So as I'm saving our context, that our context is at 0, 0, and when we transform it here, we can restore it at the end of our calculations. And as you can see, now if I move my mouse, our canvas is being erased in correct way. So now we will change it. I will disable this twin, and now we will calculate the angle between mouse and our icon. To do that, we will first have to calculate difference between x coordinate, which will be mouse.x minus icon.left, and dy will be mouse.y minus icon.top, and then we can calculate the angle, which will be angle equals to math.a_tan2, which will give us our angle. And notice that we are passing dy first and dx second. Now if I set our icon.x equals to math.cos, and then we will pass angle, and let's say it will calculate our x coordinate in that particular angle, and then we will have to multiply it by the radius. Let's say our radius will be 20 pixels, and our icon.y will be math.sin into 20, and 20 will be our radius, and our icon will be calculated based on this circle, and its position is going to be based on the angle. So now as you can see, the icon is moving, but it is not animating as we would expect. There is no easing effect. So now I will comment it out, and I will create new twin max.2, and I will pass our icon to it. Let's say duration will be 0.3 seconds. Now we will calculate our x coordinate, which will be math.cos, and we will pass our angle to calculate the position of our x coordinate, and then we will multiply it by 20, which will be the radius, and our y coordinate will be math.sin, and then we will pass angle, and then we will multiply it by 20 again, which will be our radius. And now you can see, if I move my mouse, our icon moves along with it, but there is easing effect. If I increase the duration, you can see the easing effect. The icon slowly moves where the mouse is. So that's all. This is how the basic math works behind this whole effect. In next video I will show you how you can create the grid and how you can use this math to create this icon grid. That's all. Thanks for watching. I will put some links in the description.